Silver. It's been a couple of days. There's been a lot going on and so on. But still here, still working on stuff. I have finally made a second boiler. And it's all cranked up with water. It was still filling up the last time I was on. And so, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and turn the fuel on. Alright, it's filling up. It's starting to build up some temperature. Once it gets up to full temperature, it'll start pumping out steam. And once it has a full head of steam, then I will connect it to the pipe. In the meantime, go ahead and cover that up. And I should oh, there it is. I'm a little blurry this morning, so I'm doing blurry things. I'm probably going to have to tear that stuff up again anyway, because I want to fix this floor to match this. Of course, I need to arrange for there to be another batch of these industrial steam engines as well, because the whole reason behind all this is power. And so, well, let's see. Let me go ahead and open up an area here. I may end up moving those to match what I'm doing here. Yeah. Alright. This will be the new bay where the engines go. And we'll feed them from steam from back here. I'm going to need to get more of these redstone energy cells made and more of the energy tesseracts. That's what they are. That way there will not only be plenty of power, but there will be plenty of it being broadcast, because as you recall, each energy tesseract is limited to 100 MJ per tick. I want to do something within here too. Finish cleaning this up. Take this crap out of the middle of the room that was only set there to begin with as a temporary measure, and well, it's still there. Do something with this wall. Close that up and all this. There's more machinery here that was just set down again temporarily because it was handy to the power connection, and it needs to be someplace that isn't quite sticking out into the room. Ditto here for these machines. I've only used them fairly rarely, but I do need them. But again, they were just temporarily placed and never permanently set up. It was something that was, these auto crafting arrangements were set up initially for the tree farms, but that's being handled differently now. I don't need these here. I need to take them out of here. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and start dumping this thing into a storage system. And fixing the cobble floor in here is probably also an idea. And I know I'm just throwing stuff anywhere. Alright, that I can fix. So that's something. Those I'm going to go ahead and leave there for right now. Do I want to go ahead and make the rest of the floor in here like this, or say for example have a line of straight marble and then switch to something else for this second furnace? I don't know. While I think about that, I need to make up some more of that, oh, what is that? Clear viewer, I think it is. Okay, so I need some iron and some glass. You know what else I need to do? I need to set this system up to make more glass on demand. I mean, I've got enough sand. Alright, yeah, I've got a blank pattern here, so let's just set one up. One sand equals one glass. Take that down below to the furnaces. Well, yeah, that's the furnaces. Alright, a similar pattern here. Now this furnace will be able to produce glass when fed sand. Alright, that's cool. So when the system demands glass, it will now be able to manufacture it. So if, well, let's just go back down there. Get out the old remote ordering thing. Take all of the glass out of the system and hit craft, 2 stacks, begin. The furnace should light up. Well, it did what it thought it was supposed to do. It fed its sandstone because I inadvertently told it to feed its sandstone. So, not a problem. Sand, not sandstone. And of course we can take this thing, shift right click to clear it, sand, glass, blank pattern and code. Alright, now put this back in the furnace, take the sandstone out of it if it's still there. Alright, put this in the processing slot. And now we will craft 2 stacks of glass again. Furnace is live, processing sand into glass. Excellent. Alright, now we've got our output here, pulling stacks at a time. And with no filter items, it should pull anything. But it doesn't seem to be. Do we need to turn this red? Apparently not. All right. A bit strange, but it seems to be working. I'm not going to concern myself too much. Although the glass is piling up, and it didn't start going away until I did something here. So, one click. Okay, leave it like this, and it's going on every piece. Alright, that's good. So I can set the rest of them like that for when they get things sent to them. And I suppose I should do the same thing with pulverizers. Alright. Okay, glass is not an issue anymore. Nighttime is. Get some daylight. Alright. Now. Just go ahead and grab another blank pattern here. Iron surrounded by glass. Glass viewer, not clear viewer, glass viewer. Alright. Alright, now go ahead and order some glass viewer. Make a couple of stacks of that. And why is it trying to manufacture dirt? I don't get that. Shift right click to get rid of that. Items requestable. Okay, presumably this glass viewer is now showing up in here. Alright, that's a good start. Alright, and while the system manufactures the rest of it, I can start patching the roof here. As I extended the building and never did get the roof filled in on this part of it. And I really don't care to have guests dropping in unannounced, especially the explosive kind. Excuse me, I had a sudden sneeze, and I thought better that it would be a good idea not to record it. Because I've heard folks that have had sudden need to cough and sneeze and such like that. And instead of, well, doing what I would think would be the sensible thing, and just not recording it or editing it out, you would have this sudden blap right in the middle of their recording where they are sneezing really loud or coughing and stuff like that. And sometimes it happens while you're doing stuff. You can't help that. I understand that. It's happened to me. But it just feels to me like it would be a sensible thing to edit that part out, or at least mute the sound for a few seconds, because I'm quite sure that none of y'all watching want to hear me sneezing and coughing and hacking up a lung or anything like that. Okay, what is going on with our glass viewers? Or whatever they are. And why is this thing making dirt? And why does it say LP? Items requestable 85. Let me guess, the furnace down here is working its butt off to make more. No, it doesn't seem to be. I know there's plenty of iron in there. There's 18,000 iron. And there's plenty of glass in there at the moment. Craft one glass with one sand. I must be doing something wrong here with this. It doesn't make any sense because I've seen this done and I'm pretty sure it's done pretty much like this. And let's see, the powered furnace has power. Glass was being produced earlier and accepted into the system. So I'm going to give the system an alternate way, since it seems to want one. I'm not sure if this is necessarily the best idea, but I'm going to try it anyway. Alright, now I'm going to put this into... Wait a minute. What did I put in here? One glass with one sand. I've got that in there. 8 glass viewer with 1 glass and 1 iron ingot. Alright, that's already there. Alright. That does not compute. 1 glass crafted with 1 sand. And that's what this furnace has been doing. So craftable glass. Save a few stacks. Begin. Great. Not a problem. Now if we go down here for glass viewer, a couple stacks of that. Go back to looking at the combination. Well, there's 1 stack worth of it. Perhaps it simply needs time to manufacture enough, and perhaps I should go ahead and order it to make enough. There. That's probably more than I'll ever need, at least the way things look right now. But that's also enough messing around. Alright. I get the distinct impression that I have managed to ADD myself away from something I was talking about earlier, and I apologize for that, if in fact that's what I've done. But I can't for the life of me think of exactly what it was I was thinking about or talking about, in spite of the fact that I'm sure it was something. You know something? Vanilla Minecraft glass should look like this. It really should. I don't know what Notch was thinking when he created the original vanilla glass, but apparently he wasn't thinking about the simple fact that glass is meant to be seen through. And what he made really isn't. All right. Okay. Let's see. Get out some just plain straight up marble. Alright, that's good for that. And the rest of this. Okay, for now, I'm going to do it with the marble brick. Just simply for some kind of uniformity. There. All right. Alright, starting to look better. Time to get some more daylight. And I'm probably going to have to, in here, like in there, pepper the floor with glowstone. But for now, make it look somewhat uniform. Alright. Yeah. Just go with the marble brick flooring. Later on, I'll put in a pattern of glowstone. The big job, however, is going to be getting more of these steam engines built. That's going to take probably a good half an hour or more all by itself. And no, I won't make you watch that. That will be an off-camera activity. Alright, so I need to get more steam engines built. I think I need to move these to match with what I'm doing here. I may actually have to move this boiler. In the meantime, this one is up to full heat, it's up to full steam. Temperature's 183. Okay, let's go ahead and hook this into the steam supply. not like that. Okay, not shift click, just right click, and right click. Alright, there we go. Engines have plenty of steam. I need to get more of them built, set down in here, and then I'm probably going to rearrange this to match that and move this mess. Not only move it, but add to it. And because I'm going to need, if I'm making all this power, I need to be able to transmit a lot more of it than that is set up to do. So I'm going to work on that, probably mostly off screen, because it's going to be a lot of tedium. Making these engines takes half a forever. And it's a little time consuming to make the energy cells and tesseracts and so on. So I'm going to work on that off camera, get this thing starting to look like something actually meant to be instead of an accident sort of happening a little bit at a time. And we'll see what we do in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.